Good evening, guys. In this video I would like to demonstrate you how to make a search in AutoCAD LT by coordinates. So as you can see, I have quite large drawing here, which is described by coordinates, which can be found here. The coordinate system used here is British National Grid, which correspond to the X and Y coordinates, but you can obviously change this coordinate system to the other one, like WGS84 and so on. What the problem I would like to show you today is to finding several points with imagined problems. These points are stored in Excel, as you can see here. I've got the element and description which describes the problem, which basically doesn't appear in the drawing, but for the purpose of this video I prepared it, and these are coordinates for this particular point and the handle, which is also thrown in AutoCAD. So the coordinates I will use is X and Y, but you can provide any other type of coordinates with respect of the system defined in our AutoCAD. So if you will provide WGS84, probably you will have some decimal places or degree, minute, second units here. Let me demonstrate how to make the search such as this. So we are searching for the point described by these coordinates. So let me hide this Excel document right now, and let me use the particular command for it. It will be zoom command. After hitting enter, we can see several options here. I will select the center. Alternatively, I can provide the abbreviation here, which is C. And this is the point where we need to provide our coordinates. So because they are separated in Excel, I need to rewrite them, because otherwise AutoCAD will erase my first value. But usually it could be good to concatenate them in order to have full coordinates separated by comma. So let me do it quickly. Because I will use it for the other examples, let me expand the formula down to the last line. And in order to prevent my coordinates from pasting in AutoCAD like a formula instead of values here, I can copy everything and paste just as the value. So in this case, I have value executed here, which can be transferred to the AutoCAD safely. So let me grab the first value here and simply paste in AutoCAD. As you can see, the value has been executed, which can be read from the command straight above the box. And another step is defining the magnification or height. The current height is something below 4,500 of units above the surface of my drawing, if I could say this way. But if I want to zoom to the given coordinate defined, I need to change this magnification. So the magnification can be decreased to some value like 20 or 30, but I can't exaggerate, because if I put too low height, then it will be much harder for me to get around the place specified by myself earlier. So I need to use the value which will be fine. So in order to find some balance between the magnification and the area enabling me to define the place of my zoom, I will put 30, for example, here, and hit enter. Then I can see that my point falls somewhere here. I need to move my cursor to the center of my map in order to match the coordinates provided in Excel. It's hard to get the coordinates this way, so you might be disappointed because these coordinates don't match the coordinates here. It's driven by your cursor position, which doesn't fall at the center of your map. But in order to assure you that your coordinates have been found fine, you can use the qctr command, which will execute the coordinates of the center of your screen. And then, as you can see, they match the Excel coordinates here. All right. There's also another approach which should be considered for finding the place in AutoCAD LT by coordinates. Namely, you can use the circle feature in the draw section, and by selecting even the very first example, you have the option for specifying center point in your command. So here's the place where you can paste your coordinates and hit enter, and then you see what has happened. Namely, the circle has been created in which the very center indicates roughly the point for the given coordinates. So if you know where this point exactly is, you can remove your circle. So this is how zoom by coordinates in AutoCAD works, or search by coordinates, whatever you call it. Let me go with another example. Again, zoom by center, specify point, and use the magnification. Instead of 30, we will use, for example, 15. And as you may have noticed, our viewing area is much smaller, therefore it's hard to find some characteristical point across our drawing. So it's good to repeat the search, paste the same coordinates, but instead of 15, provide, for example, 40. It will be easier. You will see what is happening. All right, let's go with another example. Roughly here. And the last one, falls on the other side of our drawing, somewhere here. All right, so this is how search by coordinates or zoom by coordinates works in AutoCAD Lite. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for your attention.